Have you ever been ghosted? One moment, everything seems perfect. She's texting you all the time, making plans, acting like she's really into you. And then suddenly, radio silence. No explanation, no warning, just gone. Or maybe she plays hot and cold. One day she's all over you, the next she's distant, leaving you confused and frustrated. It's maddening, right? Let me be brutally honest with you. Women play games. Not all of them, and not always intentionally, but many do. And if you don't recognize these games or know how to deal with them, you'll be stuck in an endless cycle of frustration, confusion, and heartbreak. But here's the kicker. It's not your fault that these games exist. However, it is your responsibility to outsmart them. Today, I'm giving you 8 bulletproof strategies to outsmart any woman playing games with your heart. And no, I'm not talking about manipulation. I'm talking about mastering yourself. Through Stoicism, you'll become the calm in the storm, the unshakable man who women can't control. So buckle up, because this is going to be a wild ride that will change how you handle relationships forever. And before we dive in, if you find this content valuable, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. It helps the channel grow and ensures you never miss life-changing insights like these. Why women play games. Before we get into the 10 strategies, let's get one thing straight. Why do women play these games? Why do they ghost you, breadcrumb you, or keep you in emotional limbo? The truth is, women use these games to test your emotional strength. They want to see if they can control you, manipulate you, or make you doubt yourself. If they succeed, you've lost. They'll lose respect for you, and you'll be left chasing after them, desperate for validation. But here's the good news. You don't have to play along. Instead of being a puppet in her emotional roller coaster, you're going to become the master of your own emotions. Through Stoicism, you'll learn how to remain calm, collected, and in control, no matter what game she tries to pull. This isn't just about winning with women. This is about taking control of your life. About refusing to be emotionally manipulated and standing tall as a man who knows his worth. So if you're tired of being played, if you're done with the emotional games, and you're ready to take your power back, stay tuned. These 10 Stoic strategies are going to change your life. Strategy 1, detach emotionally. The foundation of all the other strategies is this. Detach emotionally. Now, detachment doesn't mean you don't care. It means you are no longer controlled by your emotions. You are no longer reactive. Most guys freak out when a woman pulls away or starts acting cold. They become anxious, overthink everything, and scramble to fix the situation. But here's the truth. Women are testing you. They want to see how easily you crumble under pressure. And when you chase after them, desperate for their attention, you fail the test. Instead, you need to remain emotionally detached. Whether she's texting you every 5 minutes or ghosting you for a week, your emotional state needs to stay the same. You are calm, you are centered, you are not swayed by her games. The more you practice emotional detachment, the more attractive you become. Women are drawn to men who remain composed in any situation because it shows strength. And strength, my friend, is what makes you irresistible. Strategy 2. Recognize behavioral patterns. Women often follow subconscious patterns, and once you start noticing them, everything becomes more predictable. The key? Understanding intent behind the behavior. One of the most common patterns is hot and cold behavior. One moment she's texting constantly, making plans, and acting deeply interested. The next, silence. She's suddenly distant, taking longer to reply or acting indifferent. This is a classic push-pull strategy, a test to see if you'll chase. Many men fail by reacting emotionally, blowing up her phone, or asking, "Is everything okay?" This feeds into the game, making you look desperate. Instead, do this. Recognize it as a test and stay calm, composed, and indifferent. When you don't react, you disrupt the pattern, forcing her to wonder why you're not chasing. Suddenly, the dynamic shifts. She starts pursuing you. This isn't always intentional. Sometimes women do it subconsciously to test your confidence. But whether deliberate or not, your response should be the same. Remain emotionally grounded, unshakable, and in control. Strategy 3. Set boundaries early. Setting boundaries isn't about controlling her. It's about commanding respect. If you don't establish them early, you're signaling that it's okay to be disrespected. And once that happens, you've already lost. Many men fear setting boundaries, thinking it will push women away. But the truth? Women crave boundaries. They show that you respect yourself, and a man who respects himself earns the respect of others. Boundaries aren't about telling her what she can or can't do. They're about what you will and won't tolerate. For example, if she constantly cancels plans last minute, don't just let it slide. Address it calmly. Hey, I've noticed you've been canceling a lot lately, and I value consistency. If you're not interested in making plans work, that's fine, but I'm not okay with this back and forth. No anger. No accusations, just clear, confident communication. When you set boundaries from a place of self-respect, she has two options: step up and respect you, or move on. Either way, you win. Strategy 4. Stay calm under pressure. Imagine this. You're on a date and she casually brings up her ex. Or maybe she flirts with another guy in front of you just to see how you react. A weak man gets defensive, insecure, or even angry. But a stoic man? He remains completely unfazed. Why? Because he knows his worth. He understands that these tests aren't about him. They're about her trying to gauge his strength. A true stoic never lets external circumstances shake his core. He stays indifferent, composed, and in control. And that, my friend, is what makes him truly powerful. Strategy number 5. Focus on long-term goals. Most men make the mistake of prioritizing a woman over their mission. They drop everything to chase love, seeking validation through her attention. And that's exactly why they lose attraction. A stoic man is different. He places his mission, his goals, his purpose, above all else. He's constantly improving, working on his craft, and building a life of value. Women don't want a man who makes them his whole world. They want a man who has a world of his own. And when you embody this mindset, you become naturally attractive, not because you're trying to impress, but because you're living with purpose. Strategy number 6. Avoid emotional retaliation. Women will test you. They'll push your buttons. They'll say things that could trigger an emotional response. And the average guy? He takes the bait. He argues, gets upset, or tries to play mind games in return. But a stoic man? He remains calm and detached. He understands that reacting emotionally only gives away his power. Instead, he responds with calm indifference. If she tries to make him jealous, he doesn't even acknowledge it. If she throws a passive-aggressive comment his way, he shrugs it off like it never happened. This kind of control is what separates strong men from weak ones. Strategy number 7. Communicate clearly and firmly. A weak man avoids conflict, afraid to speak his mind. A stoic man, however, addresses issues directly, with confidence and composure. When something bothers him, he doesn't lash out or get passive-aggressive. He simply states his thoughts with clarity and firmness. If a woman crosses a boundary, he doesn't argue. He calmly lets her know what he won't tolerate. And that's it. No pleading, no over-explaining, just clear, confident communication. Women respect men who set boundaries without losing their cool. It shows strength, it shows self-respect. And most importantly, it eliminates the emotional games that plague weak relationships. Strategy 8. Be willing to walk away. Here's the ultimate power move. The one thing that sets high-value men apart from the rest. They are never afraid to walk away. If a woman disrespects him, manipulates him, or tries to play games, he doesn't beg for her to stop. He doesn't argue, negotiate, or tolerate it. He simply walks away, knowing that his value is too high to waste on someone who doesn't respect it. This isn't about being cold or emotionless. It's about having self-worth. A man who can walk away is a man who never loses. Because the moment you show a woman that you don't need her, that you are perfectly fine on your own, is the moment she realizes she must respect you or lose you. Stoicism isn't about suppressing emotions. It's about mastering them. It's about staying calm under pressure, putting your purpose first, and never allowing anyone to shake your sense of self. The men who live by these principles don't chase women. Women chase them. So if you're ready to embody true strength, start applying these strategies today. And if you got value from this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, because becoming unshakable is a journey, and we're on this path together. Stay strong, stay stoic, and I'll see you in the next one.